Hi, I'm Sara Graves, and I will be presenting my point of fact speech. The original person was Stephanie Giraldo about animal testing, and I'm against it as well. Right now, there are thousands of helpless animals locked in cold, hard cages stuck across the nation, in labs across the nation. For what reason? To give up their lives to be test subjects for your sake? Why should animals suffer because of you? To me, I think this is cruel and unusual punishment on innocent victims, and it needs to stop now. How would you like to be a test subject? Let some strangers test some products on you and see how you react? Maybe you die, maybe you live, who cares? Well, I do. I think that this is an inhumane and morally unethical way to test products. Just because animals can't stick up for themselves doesn't mean we can take advantage of them. Animal testing is cruel because animals die for absolutely no reason at all. According to PETA, or People for Ethical Treat of Animals, more than 100 million animals die every year and suffer from chemical, drug, food, and cosmetic testing, as well as biological lessons, medical training exercises, and curiosity-driven medical experiments at universities. Many of these tests are not required by the law and often produce inaccurate or misleading results. The EPA, or the Environmental Protection Agency, requires by law that pesticides be tested on dogs. As dogs are shoved in inhalation chambers, they try to escape this deadly mass of air, but they never make it. Just imagine your dog crying for help as he or she is being suffocated to death. Isn't that just awful? The FDA, or the Federal Drug Administration Association, requires that the companies selling fluoride products must swab the teeth over 100 rats and with the test substance for over 2 weeks. At the same time, these rats are killed and their heads are being baked in an oven for an hour. How fair is that to animals? Animal testing isn't always accurate, as we aren't the same as animals. We don't react to the same products as animals might. Many tests have gone wrong as the side effects in the rat or the subject has or doesn't always have the same effect on the human. Some testings that have gone wrong, according to PETA's documentation, are that we first thought smoking was a non-carcinogenic because the rats weren't developing any type of cancers to it. But they later found out that it was really hard to recreate some of the cancers in the lab rats. As a result, many people continue to smoke and many people continue to die due to cancer-related illnesses. There are many companies that sell animal tests, including Aveeno, Band-Aid, Chapstick, Clearasil, Clean & Clear, Clinique, Colgate, and CoverGirl, just to name a few. According to Animals Australia, some tests are standard practice for such companies and brands, and other animal tests are carried out because of the local laws, because of the trade laws. If you import something or export something, certain countries require that the beauty products be tested on animals. So, as one company or brand may state that they don't support animal testing, they will not be named on the cruelty-free list because they choose to sell products in countries that require animal testing. All in all, animal testing is bad and should not be a method of trying out different products. As the Humane Society suggests, alternative to animal testing should be using blood from human volunteers to test the presence of fever-causing contaminants and intravenous machines that can save thousands of rabbits each year from traditional pie-drawn tests. Another way is companies such as EpiSkin, Epiderm, and Skin Ethic, each composed of artificial human skin, can save thousands of rabbits each year from painful corrosion and irritation tests. These methods are qualified as alternatives because they follow the 3 R's as they stated. Number 1 would be to replace a procedure that uses animals with the procedure that doesn't use animals. Number 2 is replace the number of animals being used in the procedure. And number 3 refines a procedure to alleviate or minimize potential animal gain. Animal testing is wrong and should not be legal due to the harmful effects it has on the animals. Be the voice for the speechless and protect Mother Nature, as we are all put on the earth for some reason. A life is a life, no matter if it's a human or an animal or what kind of species. And killing them for no reason is shameful. I hope you learned a little bit more about animal testing, and thank you for listening.